So Caputo prides himself on being a nice guy and doing the right thing at first. We see Caputo wrestling at a match when he's a kid, and there was an opportunity for him to show somebody some kindness. It just so happened to be somebody on the other team who had Down syndrome, and he thought that he would step up and, do a little petty match. But when he goes to wrestle the kid, he gets slammed really hard and he gets pinned easily. He loses this match, which is embarrassing. He didn't look like the good guy in the scenario. It didn't look like a petty match. It just looked like you sucked. Then we see Caputo and his band is doing really well. They're getting ready to go on tour, and he finds out that his girlfriend, who's also been messing around with one of the guys in his band, is pregnant with the guy's baby. But the guy decides he's still going. Caputo decides he's not going to go with the band. He's going to stay back and he's going to help her take care of the guy, Hank's baby. So Caputo stays back. He takes a job at Litchfield. That's how he gets there. And the job at the time was only paying $20,000 a year. So Caputo just throws away his dreams to be the good guy. And then the lady ends up cheating on him again and leaving him for Hank. When Caputo says, "I gave up my dreams for you," she says, I never asked you to do that, which is true, but also you accepted it. At any rate, we see Caputo at Litchfield, constantly using the lotion and the tissues, which that made me really despise him in the very beginning. I still don't agree with that. When Figueroa was warden, we see Caputo begging after her to get things done, to get things fixed, and to provide opportunities for these women at this prison. But on the flip side, we see that when he does have the opportunity to become warden during the hunger strike, he becomes very desperate. And I don't think his desperation stops until after the lady from MCC pulls out that weapon on Bursett's wife. Because when we have the director of human relations come in, when they finally switch over with MCC, we see him constantly trying to push for that control and that power that he expected to get when Figueroa left. What's crazy is at first he's making complaints. He's like, what are they doing over at MCC? They got to do something about this. They got to do something about this. And then when old boy gets on board and has an outburst, he's back in the shadows again. Where you going? It's like he's got an angel and a devil on his shoulders at all times. And sometimes he listens to the angel, sometimes he listens to the devil. Because really, what was so hot about that lady pulling a weapon on Sophia's wife? Why would you even want to be with a woman like that? Why would you even want to be with a woman like Figueroa? What's so intriguing about them? What y'all got in common? Seems to me like loose morals that come and go when it benefits you. Then we have, after everything that he stood by and let Burchett go through, because he was very passive about doing anything about it, we have him asking Burchett to come forward so that he can help Tasty. And he didn't even decide to do this until MCC screwed him over for sure. Remember, he was asking for his job back as warden, and he was gonna go to Missouri until he and Figueroa started really hitting it off. And she told him, like, you really do care about these women. But does he really though? Or has he just waited until the smoke clears and now they're not giving him a mask, so he's like, I guess I'll be the hero.